President Bongbong Marcos Jr. met with U.S. President Joe Biden and assured him that the Philippines remains a partner, ally, and friend of the United States. Marcos made the assurance during his bilateral meeting with him at the Intercontinental.
Your partners, we are your allies, we are your friends. And in like fashion, we have always considered the United States our partner, our ally, and our friend.
Thank you. It's mutual.
The U.S. and the Philippines established their formal diplomatic relations in 1946. Over 4 million Filipinos currently reside in the U.S., while nearly 300,000 Americans, including a large number of U.S. military veterans, live in the Philippines. Marcos said the Philippines is fortunate to maintain its very long and strong relations with the U.S.
The relationship, the 100-plus-year-old relationship between the Philippines and the U.S. continues to evolve as we face the challenges of this new century and the events that we have been watching over the past few months, really. So we have very much to discuss in terms of redefining, I suppose, in many ways.
The U.S. is the Philippines' third largest trading partner and second major source of foreign direct investment applications in 2021.
Again, we would like to thank the United States for the massive help that we received during the pandemic with the provision of up to 35, almost 36 million doses of vaccines very early on. We continue to look to the United States for that continuing partnership and the maintenance of peace in our region.
President Biden, meanwhile, acknowledged that the U.S. relationship with the Philippines has very deep roots, despite the rocky times when the two nations became critical of each other.
The relationship between the United States and the Philippines, to state the obvious, has very deep roots. We've had some rocky times, but the fact is it's a critical relationship from our perspective. I hope you feel the same way. And we have strong ties, including millions of Filipino Americans who are very proud of their ancestry and desperately want us to continue to have a strong relationship. And our foundations are strong in the U.S.-Philippine alliance, which is of critical importance. For decades, the alliance has strengthened both of us, I believe, and one of the things I want to talk about today is how we continue to strengthen that and work together on the things that are of greatest concern to you.
Biden also expressed intent to expand the U.S. bilateral cooperation with the Philippines in the fields of energy security and renewable energy.
I was impressed with the work you did on windmills and a whole range of other things. You and I both think that's the future. We can do a lot. We can do a lot together. I'm desperately interested in making sure we do.
The two leaders also discussed the South China Sea issue, Russia-Ukraine crisis, the rise in energy and food prices, and the importance of respect for human rights.
In addition, I expect we'll discuss the South China Sea and disputes in critical global throughway. I've spent a lot of time with not only the president of China but others about the international waters and how they have to be respected. And we're also thank you for your position on the war against Ukraine and by Russia and how it's impacting energy prices and food prices. And we're working very hard to be able to do something about that. And so we want to talk about human rights, talk about a whole range of things, but I mainly am interested to know what's on your mind and how we can continue to strengthen this relationship. And again,
in terms of the geopolitical issues that we face in this day and age, the primary consideration of the Philippines and the guiding principle of the Philippine foreign policy is to encourage peace. And I hope that we will be able to discuss further the roles that our two countries will play together and individually as we continue down that road, maintaining peace despite all the complexities that have arisen in the past few months, I suppose.
From New York City, El Aguilar, we live in extraordinary times.